Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Kentucky students meet with lawmakers in the Capitol to celebrate their academic achievements. And even though it's still winter, folks in one eastern Kentucky county prepare for visitors in the summer.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you. I'm Dakota Makris at 6:32 on this Thursday. Thanks for joining us. And earlier I was reading a story and accidentally prematurely tossed a break, so I apologize for that. But let's head over to Brandon for a look at our forecast this morning. And Brandon, if people are heading out the door this morning, they better take a rain jacket and an umbrella with them because they're going to need it.
Exactly, and that's going to be the trend off and on. If you're getting a break right now, it will not last because we've got more moving in as we speak. Let's take a look at the satellite and radar loop to kind of give you an idea of what's been going on last night and what's coming later today. Now, we are going to see some more rain moving from the south. This is still part of our weak disturbance that's coming, or it's not a weak disturbance anymore, it's a disturbance that's coming out of the south. But that moisture is going to continue to interact with that cold front, and as it does, that's going to drag our temperatures down as we head deeper into the daytime hours. 39 Lexington, 34 Louisville. On the other side, though, 40s and 50s in eastern Kentucky, southwest Virginia, southern West Virginia, and East Tennessee this morning. Now, look back toward Wichita, Kansas. 10 there, 16 St. Louis, 15 in Oklahoma City. So some Arctic cold air is moving its way toward us this morning. And you see those purples up there toward Wisconsin and Minnesota and those places. That's probably zero or sub-zero temperatures up there, at least single digits. So we're keeping an eye on that coming down. Soggy conditions off and on throughout the day. This is not going to be an all-day rain, as you've seen in the last little bit, but it will be soggy at times. So keep an eye on your creeks and streams. Flood watch starts here in about 25 minutes at 7 o'clock, and that will go through Friday morning. And then wintry weather will move in later tonight, depending on where you live. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, the FBI is still working to find out who caught in a bomb threat at Kentucky State University. The campus was placed on lockdown on Tuesday. Now, they were given the all clear a few hours later. K-State was one of several historically black colleges nationwide to receive threats. Law enforcement is reminding people that if you see something suspicious in person or online, to report it immediately. Louisville native Whitney Austin is a survivor of the 2018 mass shooting at Fifth Third Bank in Cincinnati. A gun owner herself, she has since advocated for improved gun safety measures. Her organization, Whitney Strong, is now working with a bipartisan group of Kentucky state legislators on the car bill. The measure would allow law enforcement with judicial approval to temporarily remove a firearm from a person in the middle of a mental health crisis.
The idea behind this bill is to prevent crisis moments like what happened to me, which is obviously something I'm very passionate about, but also preventing crisis moments of harming self, which is the greatest problem in our state.
Well, CDC research shows 65% of suicide deaths are by firearm, and about every 17 hours, one Kentuckian dies from firearm suicide. A Wayne County man is facing serious charges in a rape case. Frank Bray of Monticello was charged with one count of rape. Deputies were recently called to the Wayne County Hospital Monticello after a child under the age of 12 was taken there for treatment. Now, we're told it happened late last year, and police just collected enough information and evidence to make the arrest. Bray is being held in the Wayne County Detention Center on a $50,000 cash bond. Women throughout the region are taking the stage in Prestonsburg to discuss some tough topics. In 1994's The Vagina Monologues, real women were interviewed to compile monologues on topics ranging from confidence and birth to sexual assault and domestic violence. The show is being brought to life by local women and performed in Prestonsburg February 10th, 11th, and 12th. And officials hope it will bring about conversations to help stop abuse.
This piece, it was written by Eve Ensler to really create a conversation around abuse, and with the hope of, with more dialogue and conversation, that abuse against women will ultimately stop. And we believe that can happen, but we have to have an understanding, and we have to have a dialogue, and we have to recognize that it's here.
All proceeds from the 3 performances will be donated to Turning Point Domestic Violence Services to help women and children escape domestic violence and abuse. This month is Gifted Education Month here in the Commonwealth. The Gifted Education Month proclamation ceremony took place at the Capitol Rotunda. Students got to meet with legislators and participate in the proclamation signing ceremony. And Governor Andy Beshear was there as well to thank students and faculty.
And I don't know about y'all, but I think this generation of students is really special. We have asked them at a younger age than we've ever asked anybody to make a whole lot of sacrifices during this pandemic.
Officials said this year's budget includes $6 million each year in gifted and talented initiatives, adding that the gift programs offer ways for students to have innovative ways of learning to accomplish great things. Well, it's a little chilly throughout the region right now, but folks in Floyd County are preparing for visitors. Throughout spring and summer, Prestonsburg Tourism welcomes in hundreds of guests via motor coach tours to visit Jenny Wiley State Resort Park, see a show at the Mountain Arts Center, or just experience Eastern Kentucky hospitality. Officials say these motor coaches impact the economy greatly and bring in thousands of dollars on a daily basis.
When you see those big motor coach buses rolling through town and you think, oh, well, maybe they're just passing through. No, more than likely they're staying somewhere here in Eastern Kentucky, and it's such an incredible market for the Eastern Kentucky region.
Well, Johnson says a motor coach can bring in $1,500 or more per day into the region, and there are already motor coaches planned for March visiting from San Diego, California. While the Lexington Humane Society is taking a unique approach to raising money, for only a $10 donation, volunteers will write your ex's name on a litter box. So adorable kittens will do what kittens do in litter boxes on top of your ex's name. In a Facebook post, the Humane Society said cats can be, well, spiteful creatures, and they are more than happy to take a number 2 on your former number 1. I can't with that story. Well, snow that has blanketed the Chicago area is much appreciated by some of the animals in Brookfield Zoo. That includes Hudson the polar bear. He spent time Wednesday rolling around in the snow, shaking it off, and then repeating the process over and over. Also enjoying the weather was a Siberian tiger named Whirl. Siberian tigers are among the largest cats in the world. Good news for Hudson and Whirl. More snow is in the forecast. Just look at him there. Well, we'll have our local snow coverage and the latest closings on the WYMT News app. Now, if you have not downloaded the app, just hold your phone up to your screen right now and have that QR code. This will take you to a link that you can download the news app. You can always find the latest closings and delays along with breaking news alerts. We encourage you to download both the WYMT News and weather apps.
.639, make sure you open your camera on your phone and then point that at the QR code. If you just point your phone at it, it's not going to download the app. I just wanted to clear that up real quick there for you. I heard Dakota mention that earlier, and I forgot to get that script corrected. But anyway, still seeing some rain across parts of the area this morning. We're going to continue to see that off and on in waves today, but you can see the purple and the pink just to the north there of the Ohio River up into parts of Ohio and Indiana. So be aware of that. Temperatures colder up toward Lexington and Louisville and central Kentucky, already in the 30s up that way, but 40s and 50s down to the south. We're going to hold on to that for a little while longer. Here is our weather app. You should download it by, again, that QR code we had up on the screen earlier was for the news app, but we'll give you the QR code for this one here in just a little bit. If you want to go to the App Store and search it, it's WYMT Radar. We're going to continue to see those rain chances off and on throughout parts of the day, and then we'll see temperatures slowly start to fall, and some places could fall faster, especially those northern and western counties. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. That's why we keep you around, always correcting me. All right, the time is now 6:40. Still to come here on Mountain News this morning. There's some grim data involving job growth here in the U.S. We'll have more on that in just a few minutes.